Alright everyone, so thank you for joining me for another video. I wanted to do a video today on a product that is from Schumacher, and it is a jump starter. It's a set of power outlets. It has USB outlets, and it also will pump up the tires on a car, on a bike, on whatever you've got. So I wanted to go and show some of the details of this. I also have sitting over here product from DeWalt that I've done a few videos on, and the reason that I wanted to purchase this is that the DeWalt unit is so heavy and cumbersome and just big that I find myself not using that to pump up tires as much. It's just a lot to lug around. This unit is only about 20 pounds, so it's something pretty light that you can pick up with one hand. It fits in behind the seat of a car much easier. That takes up a ton of space. That one does have quite a bit more power. That one is 1,000 watts. This one is 400 peak, 200 continuous. And so there are some limitations to this, but that one is also about 3 times the cost. Right now you can pick this up for about $90, whereas the DeWalt model is going about $250 right now. I searched for a very long time to find something that was under $100 and had a digital display, which is important to me for pumping up tires. I like to make sure they're all exactly where they should be. I also like it for the battery life to know exactly what that's at. So this does a better job than the DeWalt model as far as knowing where the battery's at. And then the other cool thing is this actually does have an outlet. So it has like a wall outlet, and like I said, you can run 200 watt items on this, so that'll get laptops, lights, easily cell phones, tablets, whatever you've got, it will charge. It has about 216 watt hours worth of battery time. So whatever item you're running, if it's a 10 watt bulb, just take that 216 divided by 10. So in that case, you could run a 10 watt bulb for about 21 hours, give or take. So let's go ahead and pull you up close so you can see what this looks like and what the features are. So we'll take a look at the unit here. On the left hand side, this is everything relating to tire pressure. So if you push this, you can set the desired PSI, which is really cool. And then when you hit set, it will turn on the compressor. We don't have it plugged in anything now, so we'll try that out later and see how well that works. If you push it again, it will turn the unit off. On this side, we have the power outlet, which is this one. So if we push that, it turns on, and then it will immediately go in to show you the state of charge of the battery inside of here. So it'll start off with 100%. And then as you plug things into it, that number drops. And again, this is the battery internally. The other nice part is when you turn on the USB outlets, you can actually have both of these on at the same time. So you could be charging 4 USB devices, something in the plug, and then also in the 12 volt all simultaneously, which is really cool. So if we go ahead and we turn these off, the unit again will just turn itself off automatically. The other pretty cool thing about this is it does have a swivel light that pops out. You can move it all around, and we'll shine it down there. You can swivel it any which direction you want. If you press it again, it will flash. So this could be really handy if you have a flat tire and you're on the side of the road. Press it again and it turns off. Now down here is the switch that you would turn on if you were going to jump start a vehicle. So I will flip this around. And on the back side, we have our jumper cables. They do have a pretty short leash on them here, but as far as cord length goes. But it's not a big deal because unlike the DeWalt model, that is very, very heavy, and I'd worry about it actually breaking the plastic parts in my motor. This is light, so you could set this right by the battery, hook up the jumper cables. And then as far as charging this back up, and with any sealed lead acid battery, you should charge this after every single use or every 30 days, even if you don't use it. And I can personally attest to these things do die, and not just this, but any brand with a lead acid battery will die if you don't keep them charged. So to charge it, you need an extension cord, which it does not come with. Plug it into here and it will charge up the unit. The last thing I want to show you here is the cord here for pumping up tires. So pretty neat. You actually get a fairly long cord here, as well as a little bag full of different attachments for, like, you know, pumping up a ball or maybe certain types of tires, which that's pretty cool that they put that right into a bag that's attached to this, so it's always with you wherever you go. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take this and we are going to test it out. I did have a chance to test this last night, and one neat feature that this has is as you are charging things, it has a built-in fan, so it does keep itself cool. If for any reason it's overloaded, it will turn itself off as part of its overheat protection, which is pretty neat. So let's go ahead and test this thing out. All right, so I've got my test lined up here, and I've got a laptop, I've got a Fire tablet, I've got an iPad, I've got a battery bank, and then I've got the Kindle Paperwhite. And one interesting thing, I read the instructions, and they're saying that the USB jacks on the right side should be used for Apple products, and then on the left side would be Android products. I don't think it's a big deal to mix and match, but I'm going off the instructions there. The other neat thing that they put in the instructions is they actually have a little bit of a chart. And on that chart, they're showing you, for basic household items, how long this will last as far as the battery goes. So that's kind of cool to have, as well as how long it will take to fill up tires from flat. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Now this is going to be a bit of a stress test. We're going to turn on, first of all, the power outlet, and that'll be for the laptop. So we got that on. And we are charging. So it shows down there that we are in fact charging. And then let's go ahead and turn on the USB. And we got the iPad I see is charging. The Fire is charging. The battery bank is charging. And so is the Kindle. So what you'll notice with this is when you first turn it on and things are plugged into it, the battery will drop right away. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's actually at 95%. It's just that there's a drain on the battery. So if we unplugged everything and turned it off, turned it back on, it'd probably say 100% again. So you'll watch that kind of tick down a little bit, but that is pretty cool that we can have all of this stuff plugged in and it is going without any problem whatsoever. So we'll just give this a minute, and then I will film as soon as the fan kicks on so you can hear what that sounds like, and then we'll try pumping up some tires. Alright, so that is with the fan kicked on the power inverter. Not very loud. But that is very neat that it does self-maintain. I actually had my other laptop charged up, so I had to throw another one on just to get the fan to kick on. And as you can see, the battery dropped to 85%. Let's head outside and see how the tire pressure gauge and pump work on this thing. Alright, so we're going to see how well this works. It does have a twist-on design. So we will actually, let's turn this on. And we're at 34. Let's go ahead and put it up to 36 and hit the set button. And there you go. The pump works as well. Now with these screw-off designs, instead of more of like a latch setup, you do find that you lose a little bit of air when you unhook it, but not a big deal. So to sum up my thoughts on the Schumacher jump starter and power bank, I really like it. For $90, you just can't beat it. Going through some of the stats, you can go up to 100 PSI on the tire pump. It does up to 54 hours for the power inverter. 1200 peak amps, so this is meant to jumpstart everything from a 4-cylinder to an 8-cylinder and maybe even something beyond. It does have the light swivel, and I will provide all the specs as far as what it has, but you can pick these up at Home Depot, Amazon. There's a few other sites I saw, but for the money, I've looked around, you just can't beat what this offers you, and I spent my own money on this to buy it. Because, you know, even though I have 2 other tire inflators, I just really wanted something that was all in one, and it was in a small package. And again, you're not going to power your house with this in an outage, but you get a laptop going, get your internet going, you know, just basic items. I think you'd be happy with it. So thank you for watching. Any questions, hit me up in the comments. Please hit the like button, that helps me out quite a bit, and have a great day.